Oh yeah, we're gonna get a different film. Oh yes, right. Listen, what I want to talk about just now is I think we've had all the problems before where DC fans, Snyder fans, we're all the one and all that stuff. I've talked about it a million times and stuff and Warner Brothers doesn't respect the fans and everything else. Let's all band together and let's send out our positivities to the studio and tell them we want the Snyder Cut because I've seen the TV shows, I've seen this, and I don't think Warner Brothers get the fans, but now we have reports of we are getting the DC fandom thing. We're having the Snyderverse back. We're having so many universes back. We're having different incarnations of heroes from on the TV show and the crossovers, and we're getting what looks like a crossover in a big cinema where we're taking heroes from the past like Michael Keaton and stuff like that. We even Ryan Reynolds come over, because you'll probably have a fandom that supports you. We'll get all the DC stuff together and we'll pay homage to the fans because Warner Brothers has finally learned that the fans are important. What we think can say is important, okay? Put fans first. You've got the general audience and then you've got the fans. You get the fans will speak up for you. The fans will go on the internet and educate the general audience, and you talk about, say, like the game universe, like The Last of Us, people are already talking about, the second one and already handing it in because the company thinks, they're putting profit before the fans. Star Wars just ruined it. I don't care what you say. Disney ruined Star Wars. They put fans on the back pedal. They were trying to get the other general audience out, but without the fans, you don't have a leg to stand on because the fans are what puts money on the table. They will support you when there's nothing in the cinema. They'll buy the toys, they'll buy the comics and everything else and keep you going, keeping the passion, start YouTube channels, start Facebook groups and whatnot. So fans are essential. You have to get, especially when it comes to franchises that you want to build. And guess what? Now, I've always said in my YouTubes before, I hate Disney's Spider-Man. And I'm one of this. Spider-Man's been one of my favourite characters in comics, but I feel they just ruined Spider-Man. Sony was slowly getting there. And then, of course, there's all this debate about how true are the heroes in the Marvel Universe. I've heard some Marvel fans not entirely happy. There's and now we're talking about another phase after the Marvel Universe. But of course, Disney, following the SJW, still haven't learned stuff. Okay, still haven't learned this. We've got to respect the fans. Warner Brothers have suddenly woke up, right? They've suddenly woke up to this and is now on the right foot. They don't need to pander to Marvel because they really, for me, my personal opinion, they were on the wrong foot from the word go, okay? Because they had one person's ideology, and now by the time it's finished, they're saying, let's do it the Star Wars way. So what I've got here is Chris Hemsworth is reportedly not happy he's been replaced as Thor. And I've heard a lot of stories about most of the characters in the Marvel Universe and in the next phase. Really not happy. They're going to basically destroy probably everything that's gone on before. And I've heard stuff about the end game and how they really didn't really do well with the timeline and how, like, Games of Thrones, when they built up all the clues and everything else and the ideology, that it didn't really pay off in the end and all the journeys they took. So anyway, that's what I've been hearing. Okay, so not only did Avengers Endgame mark the end of the whole Avengers saga, it also marked the end of the contracts for several of his biggest stars, namely Chris Hemsworth and Robert Downey Jr. One original Avenger who doesn't mind continuing being the face of his own franchises, Chris Hemsworth, who plays the mighty Thor in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But a recent revelation has reportedly made him really unhappy. And we know what happens when Thor is not happy. Early this year, news broke that Natalie Portman, who plays Jane Foster and Thor's love interest in the previous Thor movies, will be taking the mantle as the new Thor. Did she not leave the Thor franchise? I mean, I've only just seen the two Thor movies. But I don't know, I heard something that she was getting excluded or she wasn't happy with the thing. That piece of news got mixed reactions from fans of the franchise, and one man who reportedly did not like the idea of this is none other than Hemsworth. Entertainment Portal got this cover, reported that the 36-year-old actor isn't particularly happy about being forced out of the spotlight in his own franchise. Nonetheless, in Thor, Love and Thunder, Hemsworth reportedly admitted that the first two Thor movies weren't up to scratch. I honestly thought they were boring. But you can see I'm biased, but really, the baddie in the first one was his brother who he forgave, and then there was a big robot which just took one hit to the head or something like that. Seriously, that was the first movie. In the third movie, Thor Ragnarok reinvented the character, and Thor is now at its most popular. I heard that's more of a comedy. The website reported that Hemsworth felt that the new Thor, maybe thick Thor, also has barely scratched the surface. He's reportedly pretty disappointed that he's been forced into the background of his own franchise. At the moment, it is kind of confirmed that Thor will be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but it's highly unlikely they'll make him the star of the movie. Also, we have no idea if Portman will indeed be the new Thor for the long run, but we are pretty sure fans of Hemsworth wouldn't let Marvel sideline the biggest star like that. Hemsworth is not the first MCU star to voice their displeasure about being forced out of the spotlight, though as Chadwick Boseman, who plays newcomer Avenger Black Panther in Infinity Saga, is also reportedly unhappy about Marvel Future's plans to make Shuri the next Black Panther. What do you guys think? Wow. Well, listen, all I'll say on the subject is, because I don't delve into the Marvel stuff, okay? It's DC for me, right? But I've always had a problem with Marvel because it just felt like the same movies, one after the other. But for me, what I get from this is DC's on track. Okay, and whether you're against it or for it, what's happening with the DC, there's so many stuff out there to choose from. If you don't like this version, there's always that version out there, and Warner Brothers is saying everything is okay to love, everything's fine. You can hate this, you can love that, you can do that, vice versa. It's fine because it's all connected and it's all for you, the fans. Okay, we're going to have, Batman for everybody, Superman for everybody. And we're going to put them all in the one film to say, let's celebrate all these years of DC. And the studio has answered the fans' call. They're trying to get the stuff that fans want, get fans on the side, create DC fandom. I've never seen so many YouTube channels out there that are talking about the future of DC. And now with the teaser trailer of the trailer for Justice League, it's getting about. People should be talking about it. Go to your friends, talk about it, talk about the possibilities of Suicide Squad, talk about how great the studios are for listening to us and that your opinion matters, and that means so much to fans, that we, the fans, our opinions matter. But when you're Disney, like Star Wars, or when you're Disney, Marvel, or Doctor Who, or whatnot, Games of Thrones, your opinions don't matter and you're a troll. If you have a different, perspective on it, if you don't like it, then you're a troll. If you don't like Last of Us 2 because it didn't follow, then you're a troll. But this studio, Warner Brothers, is finally going, we're going to have director-driven movies on HBO Max. We're also going to have a studio here that'll make the films for the other side of the fans. We're going to try and please everybody. That's the feeling I get. But in Disney, oh no. They don't want to listen to you, not the fans. They just want to listen to the general audience and the money. The money. Warner Brothers is making the Snyder Cut and adding more money. It's 30 million, 60 million. Who cares? The fans want it. They mean everything. We've learnt our lesson. Hands up. Disney, nah. Just put the logo up there. It'll sell, because we really don't have all that much faith in we're appealing to the general audience. I spoke to somebody in my work who just got Disney Plus, watched all the Star Wars movies, thought nothing of it, and I said, well, you don't know, you're not the fan. You're not the fan that knows the ins and outs of what happened to the characters, how the actors felt, how the story went and disrupted the arc of the characters. This is, you don't get that. You're just a general audience. Okay? And it's just a movie. It's just a movie. It's not just a movie. It's something that we love. It's something that we're passionate about. It's something where we buy models and figures and it makes life just seem that much better. No, fans matter. And if you're got it right upstairs, businesses, then you listen. What was that old saying? The customer is always right. And the fans, the consumers, are your major, best customers out there. And you do not want to lose your best customers. Okay, catch you next time. Thanks for watching.